Have you ever looked at someone who seems perfectly healthy, fit, active, eats well, and then suddenly, without warning, they suffer a heart attack? It shocks everyone. But he was so healthy. She went to the gym every day. And yet, it still happened. As a senior physician who has spent decades treating patients with heart disease, I want to tell you something very important, something most people don't realize. Being fit on the outside does not always mean your heart is safe on the inside. We often associate heart attacks with obesity, laziness, or poor diet. And yes, those are major risk factors, but the truth is far more complex. Even individuals who appear healthy can silently develop serious heart conditions, especially something like coronary artery disease, the most common cause of heart attacks worldwide. Let me explain how this happens. Inside your body, your arteries can slowly become clogged with fatty deposits, a process called atherosclerosis. This buildup can develop quietly over many years without causing any noticeable symptoms. So even if you're slim, physically active, and look healthy, your arteries might still be narrowing, silently. I have treated patients who ran marathons, who had six-pack abs, and yet their arteries were dangerously blocked. Why? Because fitness does not cancel out all risk factors. One of the biggest hidden dangers is genetics. If your parents or close relatives had heart disease at a young age, your risk is automatically higher. This inherited risk can lead to early plaque buildup in your arteries, regardless of how healthy your lifestyle appears. Many people ignore this because they feel fine. But heart disease often doesn't give you a warning until it's too late. Another overlooked factor is stress. Chronic stress, the kind that builds silently from work pressure, financial worries, or emotional struggles, can be extremely harmful to your heart. It raises your blood pressure, increases inflammation, and disrupts your body's hormonal balance. Over time, this creates the perfect environment for heart disease to develop. I've seen young professionals, highly successful, disciplined in their routines, but mentally exhausted. They exercise daily, but they carry stress like a constant burden. And that stress, quietly, is damaging their heart. Then there's the issue of what I call false healthy habits. Many people believe they are eating healthy, but in reality, they are consuming hidden sugars, processed foods, or unhealthy fats. Protein bars, packaged juices, low-fat snacks. These can sometimes do more harm than good. Even excessive exercise, believe it or not, can sometimes backfire. Extreme training without proper recovery can stress the heart, especially in individuals with underlying conditions. Another critical factor is something most people never check: inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation in the body plays a major role in heart disease. It can damage the inner lining of your arteries, making it easier for plaque to build up and eventually rupture, leading to a heart attack. And perhaps the most dangerous aspect of all is the absence of symptoms. Conditions like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or early type 2 diabetes often develop silently. You may feel completely normal, while these conditions are slowly damaging your blood vessels. Let me give you a real-world example. A 42-year-old man came to my clinic. He was fit, exercised regularly, and had no complaints. But during a routine checkup, we discovered his cholesterol levels were dangerously high and his arteries were already narrowing. He had no idea. Just months later, he suffered a mild heart attack, a warning sign that could have been prevented. This is why I always tell my patients, don't rely only on how you look or feel. The real story of your health is written inside your body. So now the question becomes, if even healthy-looking people are at risk, what can you actually do to protect your heart? Because in the next part, I'm going to reveal the most important steps, the things truly healthy people do differently, the habits that actually protect your heart from within, and the simple medical checks that could save your life. Now let's continue, because this is where everything changes. If looking fit is not enough, then what truly protects your heart? The answer lies in understanding what is happening beneath the surface and taking control of the hidden risks before they become dangerous. The first and most powerful step is this: you must know your numbers. I'm talking about your blood pressure, your cholesterol levels, your blood sugar, and especially markers of inflammation. These are not just medical terms. They are early warning signals. A person can look perfectly healthy, but if their LDL cholesterol is high or their blood pressure is creeping up, the damage may already be in progress. Conditions like hypertension and hypercholesterolemia often remain silent for years. But during that silence, they are slowly hardening your arteries and increasing your risk of a heart attack. This is why routine checkups are not optional. They are essential. A simple blood test or blood pressure reading can reveal risks long before symptoms appear. The second key step is improving the quality of your lifestyle, not just the appearance of it. Many people exercise, but they don't move enough throughout the day. Sitting for long hours, even if you go to the gym, can still harm your heart. Your body is designed for continuous movement. Walking, stretching, staying active throughout the day. These matter just as much as your workout, and when it comes to diet, it's not about eating less, it's about eating right. Focus on real, whole foods, fresh vegetables, fruits, nuts, healthy fats, and clean protein sources. Reduce processed foods, hidden sugars, and unhealthy oils. What you eat directly affects inflammation, cholesterol levels, and the health of your blood vessels. Now let's talk about stress, because this is where many healthy people fail. You can have the perfect diet and exercise routine, but if your mind is constantly under pressure, your heart is still at risk. Chronic stress increases cortisol levels, raises blood pressure, and promotes inflammation, all of which contribute to heart disease. You must actively manage stress. Simple practices like deep breathing, spending time in nature, connecting with loved ones, or even just taking moments of silence during your day can significantly reduce the burden on your heart. Sleep is another powerful medicine that people underestimate. Poor sleep disrupts your hormones, increases blood pressure, and worsens insulin resistance. Over time, this increases the risk of heart disease. Aim for deep, restorative sleep, not just hours in bed, but quality rest. Another crucial step is understanding your personal risk. If you have a family history of heart disease, you must be even more vigilant. In such cases, your doctor may recommend advanced tests like calcium scoring or specialized blood markers to detect early signs of artery blockage. And here's something very important. Listen to your body, even when the signs seem small. Unusual fatigue, slight chest discomfort, shortness of breath, or even pain in the jaw, neck, or arm. These can sometimes be early warning signs of a heart problem. Do not ignore them. Many patients dismiss these symptoms because they seem minor, until they become life-threatening. Let me be very clear with you. A heart attack is not always sudden. In many cases, the body gives subtle warnings, but only if you are paying attention. The real secret to heart health is not just looking fit. It is being internally healthy. It is about balance, physical, mental, and metabolic. As a doctor, I want you to remember this one powerful truth. Your heart does not care how you look on the outside. It responds to what you do consistently on the inside. So take this seriously, get your health checked, eat wisely, move regularly, manage your stress, sleep deeply, and most importantly, respect the signals your body gives you. Because prevention is always easier than treatment. And the goal is not just to live longer, but to live stronger, healthier, and with peace of mind. Take care of your heart, because it is the engine of your life. And once it is damaged, no amount of external fitness can undo that completely. Start today, not tomorrow, not someday, today.